Welcome to Turtle Basking Spot, and this week's big question: is it now illegal to own turtles in the UK? Short answer, no. But I'm guessing you actually want a slightly longer answer than that. So, you can still own any one of roughly 300 species of turtles. So that's your muds, your musks, your cooters, any of those, still perfectly legal to own as pets in the UK. However, 3 species are now illegal. It starts off with a piece of EU legislation, and this is the Invasive Species Act. Let's be completely honest, we know of situations where turtles have been set loose in the wild. You can also point out things like the American mink, which is a genuine problem for our ecosystem. So it was decided that certain species would be set aside as invasive species and banned right the way across Europe. But what does this actually mean for the UK now? Some people have already quite rightly pointed out Brexit. We're actually leaving the EU. But without a magic crystal ball, we don't know what the legislation's going to be. It might be a case that we stay in the single market and we'll have to still obey EU laws. It might be that the UK government takes so long to sort out our own legislation that this one hangs around for years, maybe even decades. It might be that the UK government decide that the invasive species legislation is a good idea, and we end up with these turtles remaining banned. So what species have actually been affected by this? For those of you who are hoping it's 3 very unusual species that wouldn't affect you, afraid not. It's actually Trachemys scripta, the pond slider. That's going to cover the yellow-belly slider, the red-eared slider, and the Cumberland slider, as well as any hybrids of those species. Some of you are going to just have realised that actually is going to cover the vast majority of pet turtles in this country. But you may be sitting there saying, but hold on, I love my turtle. It's a pet, it's part of the family. They can't just come and take it. They're not going to. Frequently Asked Questions has already been released, and one of the things they've addressed is, what do pet owners have to do? Firstly, you do not have to get rid of your pet. Your turtle can now spend the rest of its life quite happily with you. You do have to take some precautions. You've got to make all reasonable effort to make sure it doesn't breed. For mammals that have been banned, that might be slightly more difficult, but for turtles, really easy. Just don't incubate the eggs. You're not allowed to buy, sell, give away, trade, offer as a prize, anything of your turtle right now. You have to be providing it its home for the rest of its natural life. If you're lucky, you may be able to find it a home in a rescue. However, the vast majority of rescues have got absolutely no space. It is illegal, it always has been illegal, and it always will be illegal to set your turtle free. And in my opinion, it's people who've done that have contributed to us being in this situation. Back to the original question, is it illegal to own turtles in the UK? No. Is it illegal to own sliders in the UK? Partly. The 3 main species of slider, the red-eared, the yellow-belly, and the Cumberland, it is illegal to buy them, it is illegal to sell them, it is illegal to breed them, it is illegal to give them away to your friend. You now have 2 options. You keep them for the rest of their lives, keep them as a loving pet, having them in a nice setup, or you find them a space in a good rescue. If you've got any further questions, head over to our Facebook page, Turtle Basking Spot, or join UK Turtle Group. As you can guess, we're going to be discussing this in quite some depth over the next few months. The legislation comes into effect, or will have come into effect, on the 2nd of August 2016. So, hopefully that's answered your questions. Really appreciate if you can give us a like and subscribe to the channel for more turtle news and views.